Hello everyone, in this video we are going to have a lot of different stories and a lot of different news stories. Keep a critical mind as always. I will always try to put all the evidence and proof out there. If there isn't enough, then also you can search for yourself, but I will try to keep all those things out there for you guys. And as always, keep a critical mind and I hope you enjoy. Today we have more updates on the Yab incident. As you know, just giving you a bit of a rundown. There was an audio engineer who works with a company called Yab, YEM, whichever one you want to call it. He has been ID'd as someone who took unflattering pictures, basically, of a you-know-what nature, voyeurism type of thing, and then put it online, which was Line is a messaging app that is Japanese-based. Then in that small group, they talked about how the person's face is a 6 but their body's a 10, saying things like that, and showing videos of them and things like that in seemingly compromising positions without, of course, consent of any of the parties involved. Especially when he has been accused of drugging them, there is no consent and there would never be consent. So that's the basic things of what's happened so far. Now Anycolor went really aggressive on this and started removing / privating many videos. I went yesterday talking about Tomoe getting her videos removed and her 3D lives removed because they were audio engineered by this guy. So they're trying to separate themselves from it. It's not a good move in my opinion. You shouldn't do this because the livers aren't at fault. It's the person. Go after the person legally, but don't take away the livers' hard-earned work, hard work, and precious memories for those moments. I can understand why they may want to do it. Maybe a lawyer told them to do it, but it just doesn't make sense from a regular standpoint. I am not in that situation. I am not a company in that situation, so I wouldn't know. But that's my layman's considerations. Here's what they're saying. It says, as of September 5th, 2024, we have already begun conducting direct conversation and interviews with the subject of this case and those around him or her. We have also received information about this and related issues through your inquiry form. We'd like to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who has cooperated with us. On the other hand, in our recent releases and announcements, we have repeatedly asked you to cooperate in preventing secondary damage, to stop spreading baseless false information, but social media posts, including videos and live streams, are still being seen here and there. We discover that the details of this damage in this case, what the victims can infer, or new information regarding the damage has been made public on the internet through social media posts, regardless of the means, such as text, video, or broadcast. We'll assume that the intention was to secondarily harm the victims and will take firm action. This is dumb. This is bad. Now, I understand if it's someone harassing. I understand if it's someone making fun of the situation. That's not cool. But if it's a person like me, false ID, Kyo, and others doing what we do as newscasters, as people who, put out the news, drama, whatever you want to call it. We aren't doing it to negatively impact the livers. We aren't doing it. I'm not doing it to negatively impact the livers. I'm not doing it to negatively impact Nijisanji. In fact, I have taken this as a Nijisanji win usually, which is usually, a lot of people are like, oh, you hate Nijisanji. I'll show them W's when the W's happen. They rarely do. And this is one of the times where it's a big W for Nijisanji. They're actually trying to protect their talents for once. And that is not a good way to do it. But of course, Japan, they can do it. I don't think they can do it in the US as easily. They've proven that they can't do it in the US as easily. So especially when all I'm doing is showing what's on here, is showing what's there, and not making accusations on any of the livers. We would also like to add that we have already confirmed several cases of information being shared between individuals or within groups regarding this matter using social networking sites such as Discord and Line. We'll also take firm action against the behavior of these non-open SNS services as described above. So yes, I understand if it's private messages that are meant to be private and using like an encrypted app or whatever, and you share those, that's a problem. And yes, you can get in trouble for that, of course, but not what I do. Our company is responding to this matter with firm stance that will not tolerate any further acts of harm against the victim. We ask that you please contact Anycolor Inc. individually requiring, inquiries and things like that. And that is their update on this. And of course, some of the things I don't like, but most of it is good. I've also added a translated pic. Them trying so hard and basically trying to force an embargo on the discussion online tells me that the issue is much bigger than what we know or is public. Of course, only the court documents will show exactly how big this is. This is huge. This is a lot bigger than they're making it out to be, a lot bigger than even I'm making it out to be. The fact that they want to silence any kind of criticism or silence any kind of things shows me there is a possibility. This is just my rumor, my thoughts, my consideration. There might be a possibility of, you know, further allegations of impropriety from other people, maybe lack of management, on which we already know that they have lack of management, lack of protection from management. That type of stuff is what they don't want. They don't want a further reputation hit. Too late. They already look, even though they have positivity going on here, they do look inept at protecting their talents. And I can understand why they wouldn't, you know, have a manager at all of the 200 talents or whatever that they have individually. But, you know, in moments where women are going to be in contact with a man alone, it's good just to be safe, especially in today's society, to be safe and have someone there. Doesn't have to be a manager, a member of staff, doesn't matter who. Hey, you, yeah, you're doing an office job today, right? Okay, cool. Go with this liver for today. You're gonna get paid. Go with this liver for today just to make sure everything's good. You can do that. Pretty sure that's why maybe AKB48, I don't think anything's happened with them, because they probably had management there all the time. So that's the issue. Very skeptical any color will do anything of worth, which is already hinted by them trying to control the narrative again. At least one thing any color will at least try, that is enforcing their NDA with Yab. They can seek legal retaliation. If the allegations are true, this dude explicitly shared Nijisanji talent's IRL face with others, and that's the issue. Let's focus on that. I take empty threats. The things of Nijisanji saying is empty threats. Let's take what's actually happened. Yab actually hurt somebody. The guy who did this actually hurt someone and actually victimized somebody. So that's what we need to focus on. Of course, Nijisanji is going to be yapping all that they want, but they can't control the narrative because this is a news situation. This is news, not just rumor. This has been proven because the actual stuff that came out, at least heavily leads towards it being a very serious situation with the guy who was caught. So I'll leave it at that. Some parts are still speculation, of course, until it is further proven in court. We can't make 100% sure that it is him because, you know, guess we have all this information, but you always have to be sure to let everyone know. I have to be sure to let everyone know, ethically, morally, that they are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Legally, they are innocent until proven guilty. Of course, in the court of public opinion, things have already happened, but in the court of law, they're legally innocent until proven guilty. I will be very open about this section being supposition, being theory, being something that is a rumor. I will openly say this is a rumor, so treat it as such. There is no proof that Nijisanji is this type of person, like group, but they have been doing things in the past, so it's not a stretch to believe this. What am I talking about? Fox, leaving is always an option. Japanese black company reality. Some people have come to us after having the resignation letter ripped 3 times. An employer is not letting them quit even after they kneel down to the ground and bow. A dogeza. Not even just a bow. A dogeza is like really extreme bowing, where you're really like either begging for forgiveness or really begging for something, you know, something to be allowed to happen. Nijisanji also denied graduation before as well. That is, you know, proof is needed for that. Because if they deny graduation, we won't know, because all we'll know is that the people maybe, you know, later on when they finally graduate can tell us. But until they actually say they denied my graduation, we won't know for sure. But if they are like other black companies out there, then yes, it is possible that they denied graduations. Many of them. And I'm pretty sure right now, just based on the amount that they're letting go of the Nijisanji EN livers, there is the rumor that there is a queue. There is the rumor, and I kind of believe it, that they are letting it trickle out instead of it being like something immediately, quickly happening. And the reason why I say this is because, of course, they've been shown to be a black company in the way that they have their contracts and in the way that they have many other things. And this is about workers in Japan who can't quit their job, hire resignation experts to help, basically a third party to get them to be able to graduate, or in this case, resign. Considering Selen's story, I find this unsurprising. Wouldn't be surprised if there were other livers that tried to quit and were rejected. Hopefully they'll all get out soon. I forgot about her. She said she wanted to graduate on neutral terms. They denied her that graduation and instead terminated her. I remember that. So that is one of those proofs. It's still a rumor for everyone else, but she tried to get them to like, okay, we have our issues. You don't want me here anymore. Let's just split on, you know, even terms and then just leave it like that. But no, they went on the attack and they terminated her in that horrible February 15th announcement, and then the black stream and that kind of stuff. They have proven that they are not trustworthy. The fact that she had lawyer support really helped as well. First time I've heard about it since service though. Proof that there's enough demand. Widespread issue, $150 sounds pretty reasonable price too. Yeah, $150 to help resign from a company you hate or a company that's destroying your health. Yeah, that's something that I would pay. Like if I was in that situation, I would definitely pay. Much broader issue than with Nijisanji, to be honest. Stigma against quitting alone is enough that I doubt the majority of people even get to this point. Crazy how a lot of Nijisanji issues can in some way be traced back to Japan's work culture and the toxic side of their groupthink mentality. Yes, this is a not only a generational issue in Japan, but it's a societal issue in Japan of, in my opinion, this is again an opinion, not to knock society in Japan, but because they have some good points. This can be good and bad. Like everything can be good and bad. In this case, having groupthink where you don't want to do something because it'll hurt the group is good because it makes groups stronger. It builds strength in society. It builds strength in the group. You can do that. Bad because if it is gotten to the point where your mental health is affected, your physical health is affected, that groupthink, that part where like I don't want to do it because it's gonna, shame my family, or it's gonna shame the employer, or it's gonna hurt society, or whatever, and not doing it because of that is harmful. Just being honest. Interesting thing happened with Sejum Slam. As we know, they are basically doing training and, little scrims and things like that are going on for Sejum Slam that Dokibird is a part of, and so is Victoria Brightshield Vivi. But here is of course, Dokibird going through and actually having some fun and showing some people that are commentating something new. Apparently, she air SP'd Bison's scissor kick. They thought it was impossible to do. They have coined and kept repeating Dokizim.
Dive rush lariat. This is like beyond my. Oh! What was that?
Nah, son. I don't even know.
What did she grab?
She's off the ayahuasca, brother. I don't know what she's seen that I haven't.
Check our PC. What?
That was the scissor kick. A lot of people in the FGC Street Fighter, I guess it needs perfect timing, but they thought you couldn't air SP the RSPD the Bison scissor kick. They thought it was kind of like it had iframes or something like that. They thought it was impossible to do. That if you were the victim of it, it was gonna go through and it was gonna hurt you. But Doki proved them wrong. So that's another little funny thing that Doki did. Doki has two modes: Girl Failure, Supreme, and Accidental Messiah. Sometimes it happens to switch between both so quickly it can frame switch faster than input lag, and it's hard to tell which is which. Doki, I didn't pay $70 to block Bird. Yes. First, we have Doking, and now we have Dokizim. Basically Doki as well. Is anyone keeping track of all Doki's nicknames? RSPDing a scissor kick is one frame input to do it. So yeah, it's very hard to do. She did it just by chance, and that's just the luck of the Irish that's hitting Doki, even though she's not Irish. You know what I mean? Also trending on Twitter. Neither she nor they know what she's doing. One very important thing in common with the fighting game professionals and Doki is that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how the things are happening. But it's fun to see this happening there. People are just having fun with it. And again, I'll repeat it again. Here's what happened. A scissor kick.
This is like beyond my.
He was gonna do a scissor kick, and she air SP'd it. So SPD'd it. And that is thought to be impossible. It's very, very hard to do. Congratulations, Dokibird, on showing even FGC professionals how to do it. We're going to go over a little bit of news when it comes to projects that have been going on for Hololive. We have this one, which is first album, Burst Song of Destruction, on sale now. All songs released on CD for the first time. Contains 8 songs in total, from debut song Choco Love to the latest song Choco Sensation. So this is basically a compilation of different songs that she's had in the past, and it is her first album. Amazing. I'm glad Choco can have this. I'm glad Yuzuki Choco can have this from Hololive. She deserves this, as does anyone who gets an album from anybody. And this is more of the visuals, a little bit closer. You can buy it here in Cover's link. Basically, they have a link to everything on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Tidal, and iTunes Store. So it is available in all of those storefronts. And we also have another little thing here, of course, for Aqua and Amane Kanata. This is, like I mentioned, more of just showing you an brief overview of some music projects that have been going on in Hololive. It's the last song I tried to sing. It's a song between her and Aqua as well. It's a cover song, of course. This one is just them both doing their things, and unfortunately, since it's a cover song, I cannot play it. It's Focus, I think, is the name of the song, and it is down here, of course, more stuff here. And they even have, I believe, the original here that they were doing the cover for. Yes, this is the original. Mesmerizer, Hatsune Miku, and Kasane Teto. So this is the original one. Mesmerizer is their original. And they are doing a cover of it with lovely Aqua and Kanata. I'm glad that they were able to do something like this together. Hololive Productions is going to be celebrating their 7th anniversary, as in the 7th anniversary of Hololive and cover being a thing. Performers are going to be Shirakami Fubuki, Okami Mio, Amane Kanata, Omaru Poka, and MC is Early Spring. It's going to be basically an MC is this person here. I think it's just a bad translation, but that's the person there. And the waiting area is already live. It is going to be a wonderful celebration of everything that Hololive has done to this point, and celebrating how, well, for people like myself, Hololive was one of the big groups that got me interested in VTubing overall. I saw them, I was like, whoa, this looks pretty cool. I, was watching like first, second, third generations, etc. And eventually, with the 4th generation and Watame and such, I was like, especially with Kiryu Koko with the English sphere, I was like, whoa, English speakers can do well at this as well, because, Japanese speakers were the ones that would do a lot. And the English speakers can do amazing things as well for the audience in VTubing. And this is something that got me to where I am today. The fact that Hololive existed, the fact that Hololive created a point where we can do this. Ririka and Haachama both were invited to Alien Romulus. This is a new movie that has come out in the West already, but of course, with translation and other things, it takes a bit longer to be shown in other countries. This is going to be coming out on September 6th in Japan, and they were invited to a screening of the Japanese release by Disney, was scheduled to be released in Japan on September 6th, attended a preview screening of it, holding my breath as the shocks continued. Actually, this was my first time watching the Alien series, but it was so interesting and exciting. And there you go. She was excited. She had fun. It looks like it was a good one for her. Haachama also went there as well. This is, of course, Alien Romulus. I looked it up, made sure what movie it was, because it looked familiar. And yes, it's Alien Romulus. The images were so beautiful that it seemed as if time had stopped. I wondered if I could survive if I went into this world. I want to become stronger. It was a work that made me think that. Terrifying aliens. Thank you for inviting me to the preview screening. And of course, they connected it to this one, which is all the Japanese cast here, the Japanese voice cast, in this case, the voice actors for this. They were at, certain Comic-Cons, certain conventions, talking about it, Alien Romulus. They even have, gear that you can buy. They have merchandise you can buy for it. Of course, they're going to have merchandise. You can even freaking buy a face hugger, for God's sakes. Look at this. You can even buy a face hugger. That's amazing. So yeah, that is good. I'm glad that Haachama and others were able to watch this. Haachama and others were able to be invited to this. So a win for them on this case. Haachama is actually she forced, in all of her wonderful powers that she has, she forced Yagoo to be the best girl again and the best superstar, supermodel Yagoo, to show some of their stuff here. And it's like, I get the president of Yagoo some merchandise. This time I'll sign an autograph for everyone who buys the full set bonus. The best recommendation is a Taran-chan stuffed toy. I have a pre-order already out for the Taran-chama. I already got a pre-order. They said it's not going to be like to February or whatever, so I'm probably going to forget I have the pre-order, but when I get it, I'm going to be happy. It's one of those things that you forget, you buy, you forget, and then you remembered, holy crap, I bought it, and then you're like, holy crap, I got it. So Yagoo being best girl again, of course, is basically not actual size. She's making fun of the fact that Yagoo is not actually doing these things. Like, he's not actually, doing this stuff anymore. And that was basically, I guess, a template that you can use if you want to show off the merch. It's kind of a funny thing. It's kind of a bit of a joke, I think, in more than anything, because if you see here, it was just a shirt put on top of him. And here, it was, obviously him doing that for the ability to she's freaking doing that. I love that. I love Haachama for doing that. She probably was the one who actually did these visuals here. It is so in Haachama fashion to do the visuals like this. It is so in Haachama fashion to do the things this way and get get the audience out there. And it says right here, of course, a translated post which says, The cool and cute Mikan at the bottom left is the one teacher illustration. The teacher drew it for me. And back into the top mentions here, of course, are welcome back Supermodel Yagoo, best idol Yagoo. And of course, other people were responding, which she responded to herself, saying how to use the bottle. And because the bottle is sideways. It's like the key seems to place it gently in your right hand. Firmly grasp it. Basically, that's what you do. Your balance will be put to the test. Yes, it will be. So, like I said, this is definitely all Haachama's doing. Haachama just, you know, put the things on top of Yagoo right there and was like, you're going to supermodel it whether you like it or not. That's very, very on brand for Haachama. Love it. And here for those who want to have an actual look of it, here is the official shop where you can buy it. It looks like the full set is each individual ones is 29 bucks, $16, 33 US dollars, and the full set is 88 USD. Yeah, the full set is going to be all of these put together. You know, the Taranchama, all these other things here. I believe I got the Taranchama, I believe that's a $33 one. I got that in a pre-order, so I made sure to grab that because, I mean, once I saw that Taranchama was going to be a thing, I had to pre-order it. I'm going to be paying it in installments, but what the heck, that's what credit is for, right? No, please don't do what I did. Please don't do what I did. v4mirai, and a little bit more smaller news, smaller agency news. v4mirai is owned by Brave Group, if I'm not mistaken, so it's not tiny, but it is smaller. They are having a new generation. So far, they've only shown 2 of them. Of course, this is cute, very cute. Here's the other one, another cute one. And so far, these are the only ones that I know of that they've shown. And it is a new generation that they are popping up with. It says locked into your search history. That is incognito mode, won't save you now. Down here, they're saying, while you're in, help me find my fan fiction. Do not set .net password. Everyone knows already, this doesn't scare me. Please leak all of the classmates' search history to me, Kohai-chan. All the v4mirai people. Yumi the Witch, Alias Anano, Maria, Dr. Nova, metal, not edible. Sarina, no, don't. Other people just saying hi, time to get the drawing tablet ready. Max Power, the Max Power, is in there. What happens if you try to remove her headphones? I don't know what happens. I think she shuts down. On this one, you also have cute. Yes, yes, yes. Dog, 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 dog. Dog, dog. It looks like dog because of the bone. So, maybe it's a Chihuahua. Maybe it's a Chihuahua. Who knows? It looks like a Chihuahua. It might be Chihuahua. I'm thinking Chihuahua. Hype awaits. Looks edible. So Dr. Nova this time was like, edible. Edible, yes. Ruffles hair. I'm so excited. Must resist the urge to absorb. Serena. What? Grabbable ears. v4mirai. People idle yen. Woof. And then you have Fluffy Ears, Chio Choppy from Pixel Link, Globy O. A lot of these people are part of the same Brave Group, so that makes sense. Like Globy, I believe, is part of Brave Group as well. Hype, Hyena, or others. I think Chihuahuas also have small ears, so it could be any one of those. But yes, they have a new generation coming, and look forward to it, as I do. Michi is almost back. What do I mean? She said she's coming back soon. If you remember, she was hospitalized for a bit, probably related to her autoimmune disease that her family has. Autoimmune, if you remember correctly, is the overactivity of your immune system where it actually starts attacking healthy and normal cells. It'll attack your muscles, it can attack your bones, it can attack your brain, it can attack your heart, it can attack all these different things. And of course, that needs to be medicated in order to prevent it from actually causing, early demise. That wouldn't be good. She said they got a lot of updates and cool stuff to yap about and a lot to catch up on apparently. And here is their things. I'm back to Saturday. I'm back, bees, catching up and playing games. Scheduled September 2nd to 8th. So Saturday is when she's expecting to be back. And of course, people are like, Monchi returns. Hope you feel better. Jaw stuff sucks. Baloch. Michi, welcome back. I will be counting. You can count on our counting. Just check the Twitch chat. Somehow chat's at 14K. Holy crap. A lot of people are saying welcome back. A lot of people are just very happy that she's going to be back. I'm happy I missed watching your streams. People are just very happy. And of course, celebration, because this is a health thing, meaning that they are getting better, at least feeling good enough and up to actually streaming, which is amazing in all senses of the word. This is PhaseConnect JP. As you know, PhaseConnect has EN and JP. This is Pico, who is doing a large Ghost Stories collab. and you can actually send your ghost stories. I'm going to show you the Google Doc where you can send your ghost stories. It's in Japanese, but yeah, you can send your ghost stories. This is one of the key visuals that they have there. These are all the people who are going to be in it. It's kind of going to be like a ghost stories relay where each one of them is going to be reading each ghost story from what I'm gathering, just from what I'm seeing here. That's what is going to be happening. First lineup of performers announced on the 7th and 8th, 1900 to 2400. 100 ghost stories are set to be free by the night wind. So these are all the people here that are going to be going through it. All the people, which is going to be, you have Memoria, Memory, you have Sumugi Hime, Kinako, Super Baby, Nolpo, Amatsuka, Seu, Ienoko Mal, Ayasu, Ayoyu, Ayasayu, Ayasayu, Sashigi Aisu, Komori, Mashiro, Momona, Tefu, Keikog, Koji Kog, White True, Gataru, Dada, Dadameta, Amber, Rei, Miko, Sakurai. They're all going to be there. And of course, as I mentioned, they are going to be doing this, producer and performer of announcement images. They're going to be doing this in their own way. And it is interesting. Basically a ghost storytelling relay. It's horror based. It's not something I've ever heard of before, but it is very nice to see them do this. And of course, it's going to be 1900. This is JST, Japan Standard Time. So based on yours, Japan Standard Time is like 15 hours ahead, I believe, of Pacific Standard Time. So, plan accordingly. It's going to be early morning for most people in the west coast of the US. And most people in the US, it's going to be in the morning. But for people in Southeast Asia, it's probably going to be in the afternoon, close to these times. So, of course, record it if you want to. There's probably going to also be a VOD available for it, as most YouTube people leave VODs up, unless it's something, that they don't have rights to, like, the unarchived karaoke's, things like that. Those don't tend to have VODs up. But other than that, they will have a VOD up for it. I have talked about this on stream in the past, and it's just a reminder, lilysyu will no longer be a thing. They are a group of VTubers, these two VTubers here. They are going to be splitting up. They are going to be doing their own thing, but I believe lilysyu is going to be doing an actual graduation. So this is right there. It says, thank you very much for always supporting lilysyu. We decided that lilysyu will end her activities on November 30th, 2024. After much discussion between the two of us, mutual respect for each other's feelings, we have come to this decision. We apologize for the sudden announcement. Thanks to everyone at Project Blue, Rishuner, and everyone involved in lilysyu. We are able to, I was able to make many of my dreams come true. Thank you so much for supporting lilysyu. Announce the agency's official account, Sugar Riders, will cease activities and graduate from Project Blue on November 30th. Lily Mone will continue belonging to Project Blue and continue her solo activities. So Lily's going to continue. The other one, the other side, the other half of this is going to be going on. lylysyu's YouTube channel and X will end its operation at the end of November. All archives and accounts will remain. Your YouTube membership will continue to be renewed as usual until the end of November, but it will end in December. The next update will be the last one. I hope you will continue to support and smile and everything like that. And of course, like I said, it's this group. Lily will continue, but the Sue part is going to be gone. The Sugar Rider, the Sugar Glider, Sugar Rider is going to be the one that is going to be graduating, and lilysyu will end its operations as a group. It is unfortunate for those who are fans of this group, but that does happen. People do move on, and people do have different aspects of their life that they're at and different goals that they want to achieve. We now go to Project Hikayat VTuber agency. It is creating creative stories to share. DMs open for collaborations. The content schedule, they've been posting that recently, but why am I talking about them, you ask? They recently put out a notice that Akiru Nobu is graduating. Here's their full notice. Project Hikayat will announce that the talent Akiru Nobu will be graduating from Project Hikayat as of 3rd of September. So they have now officially been graduated. As of the recording of this and as of you watching this, they have graduated. Due to personal reasons, Akiru Nobu will no longer be streaming and his social media accounts will be deactivated after 1 week. We support Akiru Nobu's decision and ask that you respect his privacy during this period. A good graduation, I guess. In this case, good management. Management gets head pats for this because they are doing it in the right way. They are wishing them well, and they are making this a positive thing, as in, they're moving on for personal reasons, which sucks, but not bullet point of bad things they've done, like Nijisanji has done in the past. To celebrate Akiru Nobu's time with us, there will be a graduation stream on the 3rd of September.
Hold my hand and we can do
To celebrate Akiru Nobu's time with us, there will be a graduation stream on 3rd of September 2024. There will also be Akiru Nobu's final day as part of Project Hikayat, and we hope you shall join us to send him off together. During this stream, all gifts and donations will be sent directly to Akiru Nobu as of August 2024. Additionally, although Akiru Nobu will no longer be streaming or active on social media, he may continue to make appearances in our promotional content and events. We want to thank you for being such an incredible community and for supporting Akiru Nobu during his journey with us. Hikayat Dojinshi Studio, SDN BHD, 2nd of September 2024. So this is one of the good ways of doing a message like this. They're saying, Akiru Nobu has decided to do this. We thank them for their service. They will be a part of our, other things going forward. And I believe it's the white-haired one. That is Akiru Nobu. And they will be moving forward with whatever they need to do. And I applaud Project Hikayat for doing it the right way. Welcome back, everybody, to the Vtuber Showcase, where I like to give something back to the Vtuber community. The people who are, like me, trying to grow, and like me, doing what they can to entertain everybody around. Let's take a look. Sharing the love. This is going to be Sadlights Vtuber. It's going to be a satellite, I believe, Vtuber. Yes, a satellite Vtuber. The merch drop is up. And let's take a look at what they do. A little bit of an intro here. Let's take a look at this intro. The music might be used, but the keychains basically showing the merch that they have, which are easier to use. Like these merch things are easier to get done for anybody. Let's go for the taking a look at some other things that they have.
You kidding me?
Roar, ooh, XD, oh, meow, oh, meow, oh, knuckle, oh, chan, teehee, ooh. Oh, kawaii.
So I think we should leave the comedy to me. Because none of y'all know shit about comedic timing. No spreads, only literally fucking stack markers. I'm gonna.
So yeah, of course, as with almost every single VTuber around, chat bullies the VTuber. Chat definitely seems to bully the VTuber. And what is this about them that's them be bullied this way? Let's see. The artificial satellite VTuber and self-proclaimed pretty boy streams Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays at 11 p.m. EST, so about 8 p.m. PST, around there, till around 4 a.m. EST. So they have an interesting schedule. It may not work for a lot of people in the US, but I think Europe, it'll work definitely for Europe. It says 18 plus only, and it says sad, genderless, he, they, artificial satellite who lives in an observatory after crash landing to Earth. I do research logs, streams to learn more about humans and interact with them. So it's a unique, I've never heard of a satellite VTuber. Very unique, love it, so that's why I'm putting it out here. It just drew my attention. And here we have Sadlights as well on their YouTube side. Very nice banner, by the way. Showing off everything, having covers. A lot of these covers that they have are very good. They also do live streams, but I believe, yes, all of these are multi-streams. So they are a multi-streamer as well. Thank you so much for being a part of this VTuber Showcase, and I really, truly do hope that this helps you grow, and it helps a couple more eyes reach you. Maybe some people who didn't know about you reach you. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.